Wait, don't scroll past this. Right now, there could be an old quarter somewhere around you, maybe in your pocket, sitting in a jar, or mixed in with your loose change, and you probably haven't paid much attention to it. But here's something interesting. A few of these ordinary-looking coins have actually turned out to be worth a surprising amount of money. This really happens, and many people miss it simply because they don't know what to look for. In today's video, we're uncovering the truth behind the top 3 ultra-rare Washington quarter dollars that collectors are always searching for. These coins stand out because of their rare dates, special mint marks, and unique minting errors. As we go through the list, each coin becomes harder to find and more valuable than the last. So make sure you stay till the end, because the final coin is something most people completely overlook. Before we begin, take a quick look at your spare change. You might already have something valuable without even realizing it. Let's get started. First up, stop scrolling right now, because the coin you are about to learn about might already be sitting quietly in your pocket, hidden among ordinary change, completely unnoticed. The 1965 Washington quarter without a mint mark is one of those fascinating coins that looks common at first glance but carries a powerful story, strong collector demand, and the kind of market attention that can turn a simple discovery into something truly life-changing. To understand why this coin has become so desirable, you need to go back to a critical moment in American coin history. The year 1965 marked a dramatic transition in the United States coinage system when rising silver prices forced the United States Mint to remove silver from circulating quarters. This decision changed everything, and the 1965 quarter became the first of a new era. Before 1965, quarters were made with 90% silver, giving them intrinsic value beyond their face value. But starting in 1965, the composition switched to a copper-nickel-clad structure. This change makes the 1965 quarter historically significant, as it represents the exact point where precious metal coinage shifted into modern base metal currency. What makes the 1965 quarter even more interesting is the absence of a mint mark. During this transitional year, mint marks were intentionally removed from coins to discourage hoarding and speculation. This means every 1965 quarter appears without a mint mark, adding a unique identity to this issue. Despite being produced in large numbers, certain examples of the 1965 quarter stand out dramatically, especially those in extra fine condition or better. Coins that have been preserved carefully, showing strong detail with minimal wear, are far more desirable and command significantly higher attention from collectors. The design of the coin itself adds to its lasting appeal. Featuring the iconic profile of George Washington on the obverse and the powerful eagle on the reverse, the coin carries both historical symbolism and artistic beauty. In extra fine condition, these details become sharp and striking, making the coin visually impressive. Collectors today are not just looking for any 1965 quarter. They are searching for pieces with exceptional eye appeal, clean surfaces, and strong original luster. These qualities transform an ordinary coin into a premium collectible that stands out in auctions and private sales. What truly elevates the excitement around this coin is the presence of rare varieties and errors. Some 1965 quarters have been discovered with striking anomalies, such as doubled dies or off-metal strikes, which can dramatically increase their value into the thousands or even higher depending on rarity. Another factor driving demand is the possibility of transitional errors. A few extremely rare 1965 quarters were mistakenly struck on leftover silver planchets from 1964. These rare finds are among the most valuable coins of the modern era and can command extraordinary prices when authenticated. Condition plays a massive role in determining value. An extra fine 1965 quarter already holds strong collector appeal, but coins approaching uncirculated or mint state grades can see their value multiply rapidly. The difference between an average coin and a high-grade specimen can mean the difference between a few dollars and a small fortune. The market for this coin has remained consistently active, with collectors and investors closely watching auctions and listings. High-quality examples are often quickly acquired, reflecting strong demand and limited availability of premium condition coins. In recent years, the value of exceptional 1965 quarters has continued to rise. While standard circulated coins may only be worth face value or slightly more, extra fine and high-grade examples can reach into the tens or hundreds of dollars, and rare versions can climb into the thousands. Some auction records have shown that unique, or nearly perfect examples of the 1965 quarter can attract intense bidding wars. This competitive environment highlights how serious collectors view this coin as more than just currency. It's a piece of history worth investing in. The excitement doesn't stop at auctions. Coin dealers and collectors worldwide actively search for high-quality 1965 quarters, knowing that hidden gems still exist in circulation. This ongoing hunt adds to the coin's legendary reputation as a potential hidden treasure. For collectors, identifying a valuable 1965 quarter starts with careful observation. Look closely at the coin's surface, checking for sharp details in Washington's hair and the eagle's feathers. Strong definition in these areas often indicates a higher grade coin. The edges of the coin can also reveal important clues. While most 1965 quarters have a visible copper core along the edge, any unusual appearance could signal something rare and worth further investigation. Weight and sound can sometimes provide additional hints. Experienced collectors often notice subtle differences in coins that may indicate unusual composition or striking errors, adding another layer of excitement to the search. Preservation is key when it comes to maximizing value. Keeping the coin in a protective holder and avoiding unnecessary handling helps maintain its condition, ensuring it retains its appeal to serious buyers and collectors. Professional grading is another important step for high-value coins. Next up, the 1971 Washington quarter with the D mint mark is one of those powerful sleeper coins that carries history, demand, and serious potential value when found in the right condition. At first glance it looks ordinary, but in today's market, the right example can attract impressive attention and real money. To truly understand why this coin is gaining momentum, you need to step back into the early 1970s, a time when U.S. coinage had fully transitioned away from silver. The United States Mint was producing clad coinage for circulation, and the Denver Mint played a major role in supplying quarters to meet the demands of a growing economy. The 1971 D quarter represents a continuation of the modern clad era, but that doesn't make it ordinary. Instead, it stands as a key collectible from a time when millions of coins were produced, yet only a small fraction survive today in desirable condition. That gap between production and preservation is where the real opportunity begins. One of the defining features of this coin is the D mint mark, indicating it was struck in Denver. This small letter carries big significance for collectors, as mint location can influence rarity, strike quality, and long-term value in the collector market. The design remains one of the most iconic in American history, featuring the dignified portrait of George Washington on the obverse and the bold eagle on the reverse. In very fine condition, the coin still shows strong detail, giving it both visual appeal and collectible strength. What makes the 1971 D quarter especially exciting is how condition transforms its value. A very fine example already holds collector interest, but coins with cleaner surfaces, sharper details, and attractive color can move into much higher value ranges in today's competitive market. Collectors are drawn to coins that show balanced wear while still preserving key design elements. In a very fine 1971 D quarter, you can still clearly see Washington's profile and much of the eagle's structure, making it an appealing mid-grade collectible. Beyond standard examples, there is growing excitement around varieties and minting characteristics. Certain 1971 D quarters display stronger strikes, better luster retention, or subtle anomalies that make them stand out in collections and auctions. The color of the coin also plays an important role. Coins with natural, even toning or attractive original surfaces often command higher premiums, especially when they have not been cleaned or altered in any way. In today's market, demand for high-quality Washington quarters has been steadily increasing. Collectors are building complete sets and actively searching for strong examples of each year and mint mark, including the 1971 D. While many 1971 D quarters are still found in circulation, the number of truly appealing very fine and above examples is much smaller than most people expect. This creates a strong demand dynamic where quality coins are quickly absorbed by collectors. The value range for a 1971 D-quarter varies widely depending on condition and eye appeal. Standard circulated pieces may only bring a modest premium, but very fine coins with attractive surfaces can reach into higher collectible value ranges, and exceptional examples can climb even further. Auction platforms have shown increasing interest in well-preserved Washington quarters from the 1970s. When a sharp, eye-catching 1971 D appears, it often attracts competitive bidding, reflecting its growing reputation among collectors. The idea that a single quarter could be worth far more than its face value is what drives the excitement. For collectors, the thrill comes from spotting that one coin that stands out from the rest. Searching for a valuable 1971 D quarter starts with attention to detail. Look carefully at the coin's high points, including Washington's hair and the eagle's wings, to judge how much detail remains. The mint mark itself should also be inspected closely. A clear and well-defined D can add to the coin's visual strength and desirability, especially when paired with overall strong condition. Edges and surfaces should be checked for originality. Coins that maintain their natural look without damage or heavy marks tend to perform better in the collector market. Storage plays a critical role in maintaining value. Keeping the coin in a protective holder helps preserve its condition and ensures it remains attractive to future buyers. For coins that appear especially sharp or unique, professional grading can be a powerful step. Certified coins often achieve higher prices because they come with verified condition and authenticity. The 1971 D quarter is part of a larger story about modern coins becoming valuable collectibles. As time passes, fewer high-quality examples remain available, increasing demand among serious collectors. What makes this coin truly exciting is its accessibility. It's still possible to find one in everyday change, which means the opportunity is real and within reach. Collectors often describe the moment of discovery as unforgettable. Finding a standout coin among ordinary change brings a sense of excitement that keeps people searching. This coin also represents a bridge between everyday currency and collectible investment. It shows how something small and simple can gain importance over time. The market outlook for Washington quarters remains strong, with continued interest from both new and experienced collectors. The 1971 D holds its place as a key piece within this growing demand. In the end, the 1971 Washington quarter with the D mint mark is more than just spare change. It's a collectible with history, visual appeal, and real market potential waiting to be discovered. So before you spend your next quarter, take a closer look. That single coin could be more than just 25 cents. It could be a hidden opportunity ready to reveal its true value. Next up, the 1974 Washington quarter without a mint mark is one of those quiet pieces of history that blends into everyday change, yet holds a level of collector attention that continues to grow year after year. What looks like an ordinary circulated coin can, under the right circumstances, become a highly desirable collectible with real market value. To understand the importance of this coin, you need to go back to the era in which it was created. The early 1970s were a defining period for U.S. coinage, as the United States Mint had fully transitioned into clad coin production following the removal of silver just a few years earlier. By 1974, these coins were being produced in massive numbers to support a rapidly expanding economy. The absence of a mint mark on the 1974 quarter indicates that it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. At that time, Philadelphia coins did not carry a mint mark, giving these quarters a clean and simple appearance that collectors instantly recognize. Even though millions were produced, the story does not end there. The real intrigue begins when you consider how few of these coins survive today in attractive circulated condition with strong detail and appealing surfaces. Time, use, and wear have quietly reduced the number of collectible examples. The design of the coin continues to carry the unmistakable presence of George Washington on the obverse, paired with the bold eagle on the reverse. Even in circulated condition, this design maintains a sense of strength and historical importance that draws collectors in. Circulated coins are often underestimated, but in the world of collecting, they tell a story of real-world use and history. A well-preserved circulated 1974 quarter with balanced wear and clear details can stand out strongly in the marketplace. Collectors today are not just chasing perfect coins. There is growing appreciation for circulated examples that still retain character, original surfaces, and a natural look that hasn't been altered. This trend has helped elevate coins like the 1974 quarter into a more desirable category. What truly adds excitement to this coin is the possibility of finding standout pieces among ordinary examples. Coins with cleaner surfaces, fewer marks, and stronger detail can command significantly higher attention and value compared to typical worn pieces. Another layer of interest comes from minting variations and subtle differences in strike quality. Some 1974 quarters display sharper features or better alignment, making them more appealing to collectors who are building high-quality sets. Color plays an important role as well. A circulated coin with attractive toning or a smooth, even color can be far more desirable than one that appears dull or heavily worn. These visual qualities often influence buying decisions in the collector market. In today's active coin market, Washington quarters from the 1970s are gaining renewed attention. As more collectors look to complete full date and mint collections, demand for solid examples of each year continues to increase. The 1974 no-mint mark quarter fits perfectly into this growing trend. It represents a key piece of the puzzle for collectors, ensuring steady demand and ongoing interest in the marketplace. When it comes to value, the range can be surprisingly wide. Standard circulated coins may trade for modest amounts, but attractive examples with strong eye appeal can reach much higher levels, especially when demand is high. There have been instances where exceptional circulated coins outperform expectations, particularly when they display above-average detail and surface quality. These coins often become the focus of competitive buying activity. The excitement around this coin is driven by the idea that valuable pieces are still out there, waiting to be discovered. Unlike rare coins locked away in collections, the 1974 quarter can still appear in everyday transactions. For collectors, the search begins with careful observation. Looking closely at the high points of the design, such as Washington's hair and the eagle's wings, can reveal how much detail remains and help determine the coin's appeal. Surface quality is another critical factor. Coins with fewer scratches and a smoother overall appearance tend to attract more attention and achieve better results in the market. Edges and color should also be examined. A natural, consistent look often signals that the coin has not been heavily altered, which is a major advantage in collecting. Preserving the coin properly is essential. Even circulated coins can maintain or increase their value when stored safely and handled with care, protecting their original condition. For coins that appear especially strong or unique, professional grading can elevate their status. Certification provides confidence to buyers and often leads to higher selling prices. The 1974 quarter is a reminder that value is not always obvious at first glance. What seems ordinary can become extraordinary when viewed through the lens of rarity, condition, and demand. Collectors often speak about the thrill of discovery, and this coin delivers exactly that. The possibility of finding a standout example keeps the hunt alive and exciting. This coin also reflects how everyday objects can gain importance over time. As more people enter the hobby, demand continues to grow, pushing attention toward coins that were once overlooked. The market outlook remains positive, with increasing interest in mid-20th century coinage. The 1974 quarter benefits directly from this trend, maintaining its position as a sought-after collectible. In the end, the 1974 Washington quarter without a mint mark is far more than just spare change. It is a piece of history, a collectible with growing demand, and a potential opportunity hiding in plain sight. So the next time you receive a quarter, take a moment to look closely. That simple coin could be carrying far more value than you ever expected, waiting for the right person to recognize its true worth.